This is cEDH Senpai back at you with cEDH to tEDH. This week has been a crazy week, Memorial Day weekend, and having a bunch of major events over the weekend. A lot of things have come up. I guess it's about time that I step up and throw my opinion back out there, because I'm sure people love to hear it. So, we're going to discuss about lies, liars, and is it okay in cEDH to lie? I define lying in 3 different categories, and those are all lies. Let's be honest. Let's just look at morality invoked and how deep someone wants to go down the rabbit hole. You have the people that politic really hard and give you a percentage chance to win. So, like, they'll take 51%, you'll take 49%. You should let me have this so that we can stop the next player from winning. Doesn't win them the game specifically, but gives them a better chance than you. Then you have the white lie, or the just holding back information. Now, holding back information, I guess, is might be deemed as a skill issue. If people don't know what you have or can't decipher what you have at the present moment, and you don't let them have all the information that at the table, that could just be a skill thing. But we'll just put it in the white lie category, where it doesn't hurt anybody. Not telling the full truth is, I'll help you stop this person from winning here. And then winning on your turn when no one asked, are you going to win on your turn? That's a difference. And then you have the full-blown liar that is morally gray and objectable, and the person's a monster. If I stop this person here, you can't win on your turn. Sure, I won't win on my turn. No problem, because we're trying to stop somebody from winning. I'm down with that. And then goes to their turn and wins the game. How do you combat this? And a lot of cEDH players, they try to look for the solution. The solution's very simple. All of these things about lies, they basically require people to have some investment and being able to politic it. If you can't politic with somebody, like, we're not talking about, like, explaining to someone that, player one has a win attempt on the board. I'd like to stop them and not lose to player 2. Or we could just draw here. That is an optimal play. Forcing the draw, which kind of sucks. The draw meta is really, really cancerous. But I don't want to lose to player 2. Reality is, that's when you go, okay, cool. Politic. But when people go, I'm going to stop this win attempt, and you can't do this, 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 and this, that's over politicking. Anytime that somebody's trying to talk you up that much, it's never in your best interest to really listen. If you're a seasoned player, you tend to understand what's happening. If you're a new person, like most of the people that follow this channel, or hopefully people that are learning to get into tEDH are, usually the concept is always you want to get back to your turn. You will have to make those choices if you feel like politicking is the only way to get back to your turn. I personally would rather lose the game to somebody that was naturally winning than give the game to somebody that's going to politic you out of the entire game. Politicking for a turn 1 Ristic study when you can counter it is a joke, because you're not out of the game, you just invested too much into a bad hand. The same could be said about anything that's like all in. If they put 3 or more cards into an effect and you stop the effect, you're not taking them out of the game. They took themselves out of the game keeping that hand. So when you're looking at, like, liars, they'll always deceit. They'll always, like, deflect, deceit. They'll make fun of you. They'll think you're bad. Personally, I wish there was a lot less politics in cEDH right now, because the way it's going, the cEDH meta is just slop, which is a term used for late game, lots of risky studies, just making the game almost near impossible to play. Which is not a good place to be for a format that's a singleton format, where variance exists still, and consistency exists, but not like... Consistency is like 30 to 40% consistent. Anytime you run into somebody that has higher consistency, there's one of two things they do. They either politic really hard, or they lie. There's no in between. A lot of the best skilled players know how to not lose the game, and thus will figure out ways to politic well. But that's that hairline, you know, where are they politicking well, or are they just lying well enough that you don't know any better? So yeah, I leave it up to you about politicking, but the reality is, too much politicking tends to lead to lies, which open you up for somebody to lie to you. I just had an event last weekend where somebody was lying to me, telling me that they're trying to cast their ad nauseum on turn 3, try to get interaction to stop the next player from winning. I said, what? I said, they then said that they're not going to win on their turn. I said, hold up, you have no active mana right now, and you're thinking that your ad nauseum would possibly win you this game. That means that your deck's built to just ad naus once. I read through the lie, I countered it. We got back to my turn, I randomly did some stuff, and I won the game. At no point did I lie. I literally showed my hand to the other two players. I think actually only one player, because the other player was out of doing anything. I showed my active hand of 2 lands to somebody else, and my top deck of a gamble got me lucky. But yeah, like, the lie was there. It was set. The trap was there. If I took it and let them have it, I probably would have lost the game. So why bother? Why bother politicking with terrorists? And that's where we'll end this off at. EDH Senpai does not politic with terrorists.